Did you come across any other comments there that you want to pick up on, or otherwise we can wrap it up because we're a quarter of an hour over time.
Okay, well, you can always whiz through this list here. So if I work from the bottom up, so high-res printable Veloviewer wheels. Yep, someone else has emailed me about that. I'm not sure if Dave was emailing me about that, but I've definitely had some emails around that, and I am probably about 50% through the code of working out how to convert the wheel into an image. It's more complicated than it sounds because you can't just take an image of. So the 3D views I take an image of, but where you got the maps involved, then you get all kinds of technical issues around that, and just the code that converts that layout is technically very challenging. But I'm working on that.
You'd want to produce it at about 300 DPI for print, I presume, wouldn't you? So that'd be
yeah.
They would look great, though. I'm just thinking, the Christmas gifts for the cyclist in your life. It would look, because they do look fantastic, don't they?
Yeah, when I first did it, I printed one out of a year of my father's riding and gave him that for Christmas.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it's easy enough to take screenshots as it is now, but it's quite small then. After I come up with that algorithm for this pacing on segments, I was thinking, no, this is awesome. I can't believe no one has done this. And then I came across the best bike split. Haven't looked at it or anything like that, but I realized that they do something similar. And I think there's another one that does something like you can put in a whole sportive and it'll tell you how hard to go. I'm not sure if that's the same as Best Bike Split or another one. Okay. So there are a couple of other ones out there, but the algorithms used, they're just in academic literature anyway, around all the various speeds and all that kind of stuff. There's a bike calculator as well, which deals with all of that, where you can put in all those variables and it gives you those kind of things. But yeah, all that kind of data's out there. And the algorithms. Can you zoom 3D maps? You can make them bigger. So if we look at that one, the most cunning way to make it bigger is to embed on the end, which is the code that's used to embed the profiles. So that's the best way to do it. So there's a cheeky top tip there. I've been working on the map viewed one recently, which Eurosport were very nice to publicise for me in the last few days of the Vuelta, which is full screen. So that's a bigger way of looking at them as well.
Yeah. Nice.
So that works in a very different way. In a way, once again, you're not going to be able to do a screen grab, convert that to an image. So I'm having to take screen grabs of those to show them. So that's another way to do a bigger 3D profile. And with those embeds, if you've got websites and you want to embed those things, then that'd be go for it. All the embed code is just there, so you can embed that, and you can see it's just got that embed on the end there, and you just shove it in an iframe and shove on your website. I need to do one of those for activities as well, so you can embed your actual rides too. At the moment, it's just segments, so you can always create a segment for a special ride you did and embed that as a workaround for now.
Yeah.
I have 2 streaks buttons. I wonder if any other works fine. Interested to see if that happens all the time or whether it's a one-off thing. I'll try and work that out. How many miles ride to count for a streak? Actually, at the moment, it's just having done a ride. It doesn't. I haven't put a limit on there. So for runs, the official thing is a mile for a run, but I don't know if there is an official thing for rides. So I could limit it down to say, okay, it has to be either a mile run or but then I've got to go through every activity type and work out what distance it needs to be for rollerblading or something like that. And then it's like, oh man, okay, what does it count for a streak for rollerblading? So currently it's if you've uploaded anything, I just take it that you wouldn't bother uploading something which didn't really count. So everything counts at the moment. It'd be good to see a list of Eddington rides. So basically Eddington rides, so my Eddington is ones which are 51 miles or more. So I have over 51 or more of those. So if you just go to activities and filter those for, and it loads up. So then I go to, I've already got distance there. So I go to distance and it's from 51 miles upwards. So it's those. So
That's quick and easy.
Yeah, actually, it's not quite as easy as that, because I'm in kilometers there as well. So I was 75 kilometers. I'm all a bit metric. So I was on 75, wasn't I? So there's 70, 75, or whatever it was. So yeah, that's how I do it. But it's the way that Eddington works is that if you've done 3 rides in a day, you sum those up together. So it's not that you've done 71 actual rides; it's 71 days of riding. So if you do a commute there and back, then that counts as one sum of that total. But that's how you would go and look to see what they are. The other thing around the scores is that it would be really good to have live distributions on what everyone, how you fit in. So you get lots of people say, this is my score. How does that relate to other people? So if you're not in a group of people who all use Veloviewer, then it doesn't really mean a huge amount. So there is a blog post there. So that was the. So I updated that. It was a long time ago now. So having live views on this to see what the actual distribution is of the score, and then then you can see where you fit in. And that had upper and lower quartiles on there as well, so you can kind of get to see. But it would be good to see that for the Eddington numbers and the K indexes and the Explorer scores. So I want to start storing all of those in a way that I can bring out much better. So so that is something that is on my list to do.
So then it's on a very long to-do list.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe if people can feed back to us what you've thought about tonight, whether it's been useful to you, and who knows, we may do something similar in the future, possibly. Who knows? Depends on the feedback, I guess. So I hope, I'm sure, I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. I personally have found it incredibly useful, and I hope everyone listening has likewise found it useful. Thanks very much once again, Ben, for your time and sharing all your magical insight with us. I would urge people to support Veloviewer. You can use the site in a limited capacity for free, but I think for what Ben is charging for full use of the site, I personally think he could treble, quadruple that price, and it would still be a bargain. So I would urge you all to support Ben's efforts in the continued development of Veloviewer. He's doing such a fantastic job, and it enhances all our cycling enjoyment. I'd just like to say thanks, Ben, for doing what you do.
No worries. I've just showed, because I did have a number of people who said, you're not charging enough. Here's a way that you can give me some more if you want to help me out. And obviously, the more money I do get, it means that it will be able to start dropping more days and concentrating more time on doing this kind of thing. So there is a way here. I was kind of targeting this at Orica Greenedge, to be honest, but as yet they've not given me several £1,000s. So. But I'll leave it there anyway. So yeah, this is a way, if you do want to support the site more than just your pro membership, then there's a way to do it, and it's just
excellent.
Contribute on there. But yeah, but the being a pro member is fantastic, and I thank everyone for helping run me the support in the site.
Wonderful. Right, that's it for tonight then, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I said, we have been recording it, so it will be available on the YouTube channel. But I think we'll call it a day there. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.